Mexico and all.
Which song did you do on the Robert Earl Keen Undone tribute album?
I did I Wonder Where My Baby Is Tonight. That's always been one of me and Christy's songs, just because we both are always in bands and running all over the place, and sometimes you don't talk till 2 or 3 in the morning, and during the night you just kind of wonder where your baby is. I heard that he might have written that about a dog that he lost one time, but that was funny. But it's no, that's a song that me and Christy always liked, so I got to do that one.
Outside of your song, which was one of the other favorites that you heard on that record? Because there were a lot of, Cody and Willie Braun did a lot. I think Cody Canada was on there.
Yeah.
Krager, Randy Rogers. Who were some of the other ones that you were like, man, that was a great version?
Well, Cody and Chris Knight did Undone.
Oh, yeah.
I always love that song. That was obviously the title. Wasn't that the title?
Yeah.
Undone.
Yeah, Undone.
Thing.
My favorite, I think,
great. And then Walt did Painted Town Beige, which is also. Robert Earl's one of my favorites. Was it Krager? Krager or Corey Morrow did Downtown. Tonight I'll be out there running around.
I think it was Corey.
I love that song.
I don't remember which one Krager did. One of my favorites off of it was Dub Miller did the Front Porch Song, and I liked it a lot because. Dub Miller went to A&M just like Robert Earl Keen did, so he was able to tell this whole other story that Robert Earl didn't tell in the middle of his song, and talk about the Dixie Chicken and the houses, the house that Robert Earl lived in getting torn down. Very, very cool stuff.
Yeah.
And what I like about that is Robert Earl, one of the great songwriters of our time, and some folks say Josh Grider may very well be one of the great songwriters of our time.
No.
I love looking at people's.
No.
I love looking at people's faces when you bring something like that up to them because I'd said it kind of jokingly, but Josh is a great songwriter. One of my favorite songs you've ever written, we talked about a little bit earlier, was "Crazy Like You." I mean, that song just kind of defines a lot of people's relationships. It's one of those that people who are married can really, really relate to, or somebody who's just deeply crazy in love. Yeah. Well, somebody can relate to. Tell us a bit about "Crazy Like You" and your writing process through that one.
That was told to me by one of my cousins. As best I remember, one of my cousins told me one time I was complaining that a girlfriend I had or something was crazy. And he said, more or less verbatim, Josh, everybody's crazy. You just got to find somebody crazy like you. And I'd said that to people. It had been in my head for a long time. But then I finally sitting down and writing one night, and it kind of came into my head, and I was like, man, that probably make a pretty cool song. And it made my coolest song heretofore as far as people getting it. I mean, that song's been really cool. People reach out, still very regularly saying, that's our song, we're getting married to that
song. It's my favorite song.
It's the reason I'm still working. It's been a great song for me.
Let's pull your mic down just a little bit so it'll pick up the guitar a little bit better. And then my request here for the night, I do want to hear Josh Grider sing a little "Crazy Like You." Ladies and gentlemen, that all right with you?
Man, it sounds great to me. Again, I'm not one for apologizing for performances, but I'm fighting some allergies tonight, so I'm going to give her the old college try. Well, people sing songs all of the time about falling in love, losing their minds. But it ain't love driving folks mad. It's living this life day in, day out, trying to figure out what it's all about. All the who's, whens, where's, whys, and maybes. I said everybody's crazy, so what you need to do, you need to find somebody crazy like you. Someone that you can fuss and fight with, and when you make up, then you can love all night with someone who shares your particular point of view. Oh, they're bound to be crazy, just make sure they're crazy like you. I looked high and low, I looked far and wide, before I looked in a mirror, and I realized I spent my time looking for the wrong thing. A perfect and sane would be so mundane. A man like me, I'm subject to change. I'm just looking for someone whose tracks will fit my train. And I said, everybody's crazy, so what you need to do, you need to find somebody crazy like you. Someone that you can fuss and fight with, and when you make up, then you can love all night with someone who shares your particular point of view. Oh, they're bound to be crazy, just make sure they're crazy like you. So I found me a girl. She's 5'4". I never found a girl that I adore more. We are in tune and out of touch with all the same things. And she's as wild and mean as the deep blue sea, and pure and sweet as honey from a bee. And I love her to death, 'cause that girl's crazy just like me. I said, everybody's crazy, what you gonna do? You better find somebody crazy like you. Or someone that you can fuss and fight with, and when you make up, then you'll be loving all night with someone who shares your particular point of view. Oh, they're bound to be crazy, just make sure they're crazy like you. Oh, they're bound to be crazy, just make sure they're crazy like you. And they're crazy about you, all crazy for you.
Josh Grider, live right here in the TMI studios. Of course, you can find that one on his Live at Billy Bob's record that came out just a couple of weeks ago. And love the live version of that with you and your beautiful wife looking right there.
Yeah,
and
thank you.
And I think the interesting part is kind of when you're singing, you look over to her a couple of different times. I don't know if you realize that you did this or not.
Yeah.
But you'll look over at her and just kind of get this little smile on your face that just kind of shows, these are people who are in love. It's very cool stuff to go, especially when, we get a call like we did earlier, that lady like, hey, do you ever cheat on your wife?
Man, that's God bless her. That's tough. But no, there's something pretty incredible. It's hard to be in love, and it's hard to keep a relationship together. I mean, it's not hard, but it takes work. And I mean, I think you got to be pretty realistic about that. But if you can, kind of the longer you go, you get past milestones, you get past those little mountains, and when you get on those coasting spots where it's cool and you look back at all that you've been through, it's like, wow, that's pretty cool, we've really done something. So I think that's probably what those looks and smiles are all about.
Coming up here in a little bit, we're going to have another Josh Grider request as he's playing a little guest DJ with us, so stick around for that. Josh, do you have in mind what you want to do? Do you have something in mind that you want to do coming up here in about 10 minutes?
Yeah, I'm going to play you a Jason Eady song for sure.
Stick around. You guys, Jason Eady fans, you want to hear what Josh Grider's into? You don't want to miss out on this here on TMI.